Hello. So this model was submitted to us by Francisco from the Renton Technical College. He's having difficulty putting a fillet in on this model. And what he'd like to do is he submitted this model for SolidWorks Clinic that we have at the end of our meeting, our SolidWorks Users Group meeting. And I want to present this model with this video to show you the difficulties he is having with it. And we'll come up with potential solutions and have those solutions presented at the meeting, and I'll post a video online too to show you what the solution might be. So this is our model. It's a water meter housing, and it consists of 3 different lofts. We have a primary loft, our secondary loft, which produces a feature loft on the left hand side, and then our loft 3, which produces a feature on, actually it's in the back. So if you look at the orientation of this model, the front of the model, that the second loft produces that feature in the front of the model, and in the back of the model, our loft number 3 produces that feature in the back. So let's take a rollback bar and roll back this a little bit and take a look at how this model is put together. And typically what I like to do is I like to put my fillets in at the very end of the model, just to help guide the model a little bit. With my experience, I found that putting fillets in the middle model, or even in the beginning of the model, when you make design changes in the model, the fillets will frequently fail on you, and sometimes putting it at the very end of the model is a way to help mitigate that. But the way he put this together is he had his 3 lofts. The lofts by themselves already have a complicated geometry in them, unless you define it a little bit better. And you can define these things by using the centerline guide and by using guide curves. So in his loft number 3, he actually did that. So if you go into the loft number 3 and take a look at that, he's got his beginning sketch, his end sketch over here, and then that middle pink line you see is actually being defined by the centerline parameters, which helps define that a little bit. What could define this a little bit better, even better than that, is have a guide curve both on the top and maybe on the side over here, which would help define that a little bit better. But it's adequately defined for this model. What he did after that is he put in fillets. The first fillet was on the bottom, second fillet was on the feature in the front. And the desire here is to put that fillet in over here, which he was having difficulty with. And then after that he put in a shell. And one advantage of putting these fillets in first is that it propagates these fillets on the inside after you do the shell. And one advantage of doing that, another advantage of doing that is not only does it propagate it, but it also propagates it with the same fillet radius. They become concentric when you do that, so you don't have to define those fillets. You can define the fillet once instead of twice with the concentricity of both of those fillets together. So that's the problem. And let me show you this. Let's roll this back to just before the shell and try to put that fillet in on that edge perhaps, or this edge. The desire here is to have a tangent propagation as we typically do. I like to have a full preview in here so you can see what we might be doing. And when we do that, you know it's going to fail if it doesn't give you a preview. If you go to the green check mark, it's not going to like that, and it's doing something kind of weird here. So yeah, what we get is the suggestion for the feature expert. We're not going to do that, but that's enough for this video. It shows you how to get started on that. I came up with a solution, but I'm certain there's probably a number of different solutions here that are elegant and easy. And we'll see what we come up with at the meeting. We'll choose the best solution, and we'll go ahead and make a video of that. And we'll also present that at the meeting. So thanks for joining me. We will see you soon.